Bolton here, ready to do a little Facebook Live to talk about weather, of course, a big headline this weekend with all the winds coming off record-breaking temperatures, cold front moving through northern Utah. These temperatures today feeling nice, but we're still contending with some winds here across northern Utah, but bigger issues across the south. So I'm going to kind of just wait here for a second as we're going to be talking about this, making sure, others can join in on this and see how things are going. But we have some big issues going here still across the state dealing with these winds. So I'll wait just for a few moments here just to make sure that anyone else can come in and join in. We're here at 8:30 and see how things are going. So I'll just wait just for a few moments. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. Feels nice to have 70s here across northern Utah. Some hot temperatures still across the south. So, all right, we'll get things going here. Let's first talk about what we're seeing here across the state. Big focus now with the fires burning through southern Utah. Of course, we had the France Canyon fire that was already an issue leading up to the weekend. And then what started here yesterday, the Forsyth fire, Pine Valley Mountains, as you just look north of St. George, where that fire starting and really expanding quick, of course, due to the winds that have been just persistent here over the past 36 hours. So let's talk about that first. I want to just kind of go through and show you what we're seeing out there right now. Now, what you're seeing on your screen, UDOT traffic camera, this is Enoch, just northwest of Cedar City. You can definitely see thick smoke in the air. The smoke coming off Pine Valley Mountains the flow is out of the southwest, so the movement of the smoke is to the northeast. So this is having big impacts as you go from Cedar City up through Enoch, pushing further northward through Fish Lake. And we're also seeing portions of central into northern Utah, a little bit of the smoke in place right now. So this is what's going on currently, having impacts on air quality, of course. And you can just kind of see from that traffic camera, those trees blowing. Yeah, we're still looking at some fairly strong winds all across the state. The flow out of the southwest through central and southern Utah, ahead of the front that has moved through northern Utah, behind the front, the wind directions out of the northwest. But I want to show you camera here. St. George, Pine Valley Mountain, you can see it off in the distance. That you think it looks like a cloud. It's not. It's actually smoke, the billowing smoke coming off that fire there where, we've had dozens of burnt structures, people evacuated. It's just definitely a tense situation here. And with these winds, it's not going to see much improvement, at least for the next few hours. But we are expecting to see some improvement, especially here in the overnight pertaining to the winds. Now, current conditions at the fire, or I've got at least the weather observation closest to the fire, which is, pretty within just a few miles there. Temperature right now at 74 degrees, winds out of the south at 10 miles per hour. We have seen wind gusts upwards of 30, 35 miles per hour. And in surrounding areas, even stronger wind gusts, 45 to 55 miles per hour. But again, a persistent wind, 10 to 20 miles per hour is posing a problem. Just a quick update on the France Canyon fire. Winds also out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. But again, this has been a location where we've been seeing some gusts closer to 40 miles per hour here throughout the afternoon. So we get those bursts of winds. But again, that persistent winds posing a problem with those fires and fanning the flames right now. Now, we've seen the winds all associated with this front that has moved through the state. Yesterday, we had strong winds across northern Utah out of the southwest. And then behind the front has moved through some strong winds where we saw wind gusts upwards of 40 to upwards of 60 miles per hour, especially last night through the overnight hours. Noticing from radar, you're seeing a little bit of activity. That's actually posing problems with some gusty winds. It's not precipitation that's hitting the ground, but it's definitely generating some winds right now. And really statewide, we've seen kind of a resurgence of the winds for northern Utah. Different wind direction, though, out of the northwest, where you're seeing those sustained winds anywhere between 30 to 40 miles per hour. And that's kicking up some dust. We've got smoke and dust having a big impact on the air quality here across northern Utah. But with these strong winds, high fire danger, of course, with red flag warnings that'll be in effect for central, southern, and eastern Utah through midnight. And you'll see those warnings extended across eastern Utah come tomorrow, because let me just show you, as I should look at the wind forecast, where we'll see things improving, but still looking across southwestern Utah, we're going to have some issues with some winds through Sunday morning. Now for tomorrow afternoon, again, you see the focus of the winds across eastern Utah, and then that'll be an issue through Sunday night. But then really once we get past tomorrow, even across eastern Utah, we'll see some improvements. It's a little breezy Monday evening though, south central, southeastern Utah. But again, where the Forsyth fire is, the France Canyon fire, big improvements just here as we look over the next 12 to 18 hours. I mentioned air quality, kind of at a moderate concern level. We're seeing some orange heading out towards the west side of Salt Lake Valley, Tooele County. That's all due to dust that's in place, mixed in with some smoke. St. George, you're seeing the air quality right now, more orange. That's not really with smoke. There's smoke in the air, yes, but the smoke off that Pine Valley Mountain, the Forsyth fire moving towards the northeast, not tracking through the Dixie area right now. But temperatures, look at this behind the cool front. 50s in Logan at this hour, 70s Salt Lake City through Provo. Look over towards Wendover. That's a kind of a pool of cold air that's going to be moving through, which will bring even a bigger temperature drop across northern Utah tomorrow. Front starting to move through central Utah, but you can see across the south with the flow out of the southwest, temperatures haven't quite dropped, but big change in temperatures here, as you can see over the past several hours. So that's what I wanted to show you, just kind of give you an update on what we're seeing with the fires. Again, we'll have heightened fire concerns here. Warnings expiring after midnight, but again, there might be some extensions there where we see some breezy conditions across southwestern Utah throughout the evening. And we could also see a wind direction change there, which can kind of make some things somewhat erratic dealing with the fire there. So anyhow, I was just going to see if anyone made any comments. No comments. That's all right. So be safe out there. Expect to see those winds, even here across northern Utah, improve by tomorrow. And hopefully we don't start any more fires, because we know we're in the wildfire season, and this is not helping out to have this type of weather feature really generating these high winds. So just know you're going to be breathing a little bit more dust and smoke. So let's be cautious of our lungs here, but yeah, keeping our fingers crossed, those that have evacuated from the fires, that hopefully they can return home, and that it's not any more damage caused by these fires. So anyways, that's it. So comment or say any comments on our Facebook page if you have any more questions. So hope you have a good night. 10K seen right there in the South Park, throwing a complete game shutout. Tigers can wrap up the crowd tomorrow. And a rough go this week at the Travelers for Tony Pina. Pretty routine park putt here. Misses the Washington's happen. Oh no, okay. Shakes that as well. Pina a few strokes from the bottom after round 3 at 5 over. Scotty Scheffler shared the lead coming into Saturday. The chip here going to roll back though. Ended up with a triple bogey.